Hello everyone, and thank you for tuning into the North Main Minute. I'm Joshua Dobie. A very frequent question with which we're dealing all the time here. Internally, we're always dealing with it, but we're starting to get these questions now more from clients and prospective clients. Has to do with the actions of the Federal Reserve Board, and then really the implication behind those questions. What are they going to do about interest rates? Now, this is a very complex and comprehensive answer. We're not going to be able to spend a whole lot of time here in getting into the granular aspects, but I understand the spirit of the questions. Folks are basically asking, what's going to happen with interest rates, and specifically, what's that going to mean for us? Well, the Federal Reserve Board, at least as of the time of this recording, and I have to chuckle a little bit because they've changed course here several times, even over the last couple of months, but at least as of the time of this recording, has indicated that they're going to make several increases this year in what we describe as the overnight lending rate, or the charge that the Federal Reserve makes for lending to what we call member institutions. Basically, that means for the money that the Federal Reserve is going to be lending to banks, what the charge is going to be. And you can just follow with me in a very simple and elementary kind of way. As they increase that rate, or what they charge to the banks, that money is going to be more expensive to the banks. So those banks are then going to have to subsequently increase the interest rates that they charge the folks who are taking out loans, lines of credit, etc. So that's the phenomenon that we're seeing right now. And the reason why this is so noteworthy is we really haven't been in this kind of environment for more than a decade. You'd have to go back before the 2008-2009 economic crisis to really be in a space where we had interest rates that were notably above where we are today. But we've already started to see it in some of the secondary trading markets. The market is anticipating that we're going to have several increases in that overnight lending rate between the Federal Reserve and between the Federal Reserve and banks. So what does that mean from a practical standpoint? Well, as I mentioned, and we're starting to see this already, probably going to see some increase in interest rates, mortgage rates, lines of credit, those kinds of variable rates which are out there. We may start to see some increases in those. It may also happen, hasn't happened yet, this tends to be a lagging sort of experience, where we see some increases perhaps in savings account interest rates, money market interest accounts, CD rates. We may be seeing those kinds of things as well, which would be welcome. We haven't been in that space for a long time where we've been able to earn anything on our savings, CDs, and money market rates. There are a lot of other implications for that. We don't have time for them here on the North Main Minute, but if you'd like to reach out to us, perhaps to talk through if you're a saver and wanting to save more, or perhaps looking at what may be down the road as far as your overall portfolio is concerned, and what an increasing rate environment may mean for you, we'd love to hear from you. NorthMainFinancial.com.